it's good. Okay, let me stop. Alright guys, welcome to the game Dauntless. This is another one with MoTc here, and my dad, Jaybird the Trainwreck.
Yeah,
He'll be reacting. He doesn't have a voice right now. He's already said in his other videos. This game is about, basically, if you've seen, it's like a mix. It's a mix of three different things in my opinion. It's got like the art style of Fortnite. It's got the gameplay of like Monster Hunter. And like the like armor crafting and stuff like Skyrim.
Well, since neither one of us have played Monster World Hunter, but I'm pretty sure that they have the same armor building where you gotta kill different monsters.
That's what you gotta do?
To get certain elements.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. You gotta kill different...
From what I understand, this is just a different art style by a different company making... And I'm kind of curious which one came out first, Dauntless or Monster World Hunter.
Well, Dauntless I didn't hear so it's not like reselling, so I'm pretty sure Monster World Hunter came out way before.
Yeah, and Monster World Hunter, now that I have the Game Pass Ultimate, I need to see about there's another map expansion now that you can get for free that makes it wintertime.
But anyway, this is Dauntless. In this game, basically, it's about hunting giant monsters that are based off of different elements, and they each look like a different animal. Like, there's some that look like giant owls or giant birds, and there's some that look like giant lizards, wolf-like shapes, and then giant armadillos and turtles. And there's one that has like a pig head, but it's called a cool shot. And a lot of them have fancy names. Some of them are easy to pronounce, some of them are hard. And there's like these different threat levels. I'll show you. Let me go to the thing. And by the way, this isn't armor. You get like different armor based off of each piece is based off a different behemoth. Which the helmet is based off of Boreas, which I can show you what he looks like.
Well, show us this map first for us new players who've never played it. Tell us what all is in this little area. Like, looks like a town square.
It is. It's the main lobby area. This is where everybody...
What all can we do when we first start out here?
Well, when you first start here, you start off with like the basic armor and everything. You can design your character, your human or whatever. What do you want him to look like, or what gender, or whatever. And you start off. This is the basic armor you get from when you first. You can craft. It's by the Nasher, which is like a giant beaver-looking creature. It's the easy one. And basically, this is like a lobby area where all kinds of online players come in. And over here...
What's this? Is this where can you buy weapons and stuff from over here?
No, that's not necessarily what this is. This is a hunt pass area. This is basically the events. They still have the Halloween event going on.
Huh.
It's only got 2 days left, though. Most of the stuff in here on the bottom row, you can only get if you spend real money.
Is this a split-screen game or a single player?
From what I know, I'm pretty sure it's single player and online. You can have 4 people online in a group hunting, and you have to level up your main level, which I'm level 17 right now. I have to try to get to level 18. And in order to level up, you have to do like certain quests. And I'm getting pretty far now, where some of my quests I need help on. And also, the armory that you get is based off of different elements. Like, there's different element behemoths. Like,
so where do I go to buy the builder? Do you build your armor or buy it?
Craft it. If you want to craft it, you go to her. Her name is Moira, which she looks like Bridget from Overwatch. And each of these are named off of a different behemoth, and they require certain materials to make. Like, this one... It's a full armor set of the Boreas, which is a big, like, moose-looking bat. Like,
yeah.
And this one is one of the really good ones. It's called the Rift Stalker.
Man, that looks cool.
Yeah, some of these armor suits look really cool, and this is actually a really good armor suit to have. It's the dark element.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of, like, an evil Dracula.
Yeah, Rift Stalker looks like he has, like, a head of a big bat, and he runs around like a tiger or something, and he can go through portals. And he's really tough. The first time I fought him, I had a hard time trying to beat him. This is the armor of Valamir. He is a light element, which this is the only one I haven't crafted yet. I can make it right now, because I fought Valamir like hundreds of times. Valamir is like a giant beetle. I showed my dad him. He's got pretty cool abilities and stuff like that, but he's really easy to beat.
Well, don't you want, like, one armor set for like every element.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do when they have this game. They have multiple loadouts because you don't have to just have one loadout.
So how do we make it, though? So you said you have enough to go ahead and make it. Let's see what it looks like.
Down at the bottom, there's 3 different material things that you might need. There's also coins included. There you get coins, and then you need different materials based off of that creature. Like, for example...
Can you do the helmet?
Yeah, I can do the whole set. If it's lit up in blue in the background of the square, that means I can make it. If it's gray like that, I can't make it.
Alright, well, let's watch it from the feet first. Make this set so
I probably can't make the whole set.
Well, that's why I was thinking maybe start with the helmet then.
Yeah. I don't know how good Valamir armor is. You can also upgrade pieces to make it stronger.
Cool.
But if it gets to a certain level, you have to wait until your main level goes up higher, and then you can upgrade it even more. Eventually, you'll have to get these things called Shining Arc Stones or Dual Arc Stones, which are material that in order to get them, you have to fight really strong behemoths. And then there's also ones called Shining Arc Stones, and in order to get those, you have to fight heroic level behemoths, which heroic means a really high level behemoth, and you could die pretty quickly.
Yeah, so like Skyrim, they have the Elder Dragons, and they're very hard to kill.
Valor, technically, in my opinion, I've asked Bookish, I'm like, you really don't need to have multiple armor sets, because they all start out really weak, and then you just upgrade them all. It's just basically a reskin, in my opinion. The only thing that makes them special for each of them is they each have a downs and ups for what behemoth you're facing. So, like, for example, if you're fighting using this armor right here, and it's a light element and you're going against a dark element, it'd be good. But if you have a weapon that's a dark element and you're going against the dark element, it won't be good. It'll decrease. But you have if you have it's basically Pokemon style when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have good art.
Certain elementals nullify elements.
Yeah, like for example, this is the Drask. He's like a giant lizard. He's electric element. I have his
electric.
Yeah. Each of the elements have their own attacks too. Like electric is annoying because some of them, like Drask, he has an ability where he shoots an electric beam out of his mouth, and if you get hit by it, it prevents you from healing for a little bit, which just sucks. And you have to dodge and predict their attacks well, which I'm not very good at it, I'm going to be honest. That's why I pick my weapon, the repeaters, which are dual-wielding pistols. There is a person you can go to that shows you.
Is that a weapon store right there?
This is where you can craft weapons, like I'll show you all of them. These are all missions. These are side missions. I don't have to do them yet. These are the different weapons. You can have big swords, which are the basic default weapons. This is the one you start off with for default.
Yeah, I actually think that looks really cool.
Yeah, and this is the Valamir one, which is the one with the beetle. And then here's the Boreas one. The Charred one by Charog the Turtle. Drask. There's Embermane, which looks like a giant wolf. He's pretty easy, though. The wolf ones are pretty easy to fight, in my opinion, because if you have the best person to have with it... Oh, Infernos, that's Hellion.
That is awesome.
Hellion weapons all look like that.
I really like that one. So
a lot of people use Hellion. That's the Hellion axe. You can have axes. There's Carback. Carback armor and weapons are really good. And Azaga is a lizard that shoots electric quills out of them.
What's the brutality of Boreas?
Boreas. That's a hammer.
Turn it.
You can't. It's only on that position. The ones I use, is usually, let me go down here. The one I was able to craft, at least. I used to use this one by Embermane. It didn't look all that cool.
Nice.
Inferno's Burden, again. Hellion, each of the names above them are based off of Behemoth. Carback is the insect-looking one. This is the one I have, Skarn, which is a Terra element. He's 420 at the top right of the power. I don't have enough to upgrade it. I need Stormy Hides and Terra Orbs to upgrade it.
Farewell for now.
And also my armor piece. You can get this set of
You
armor.
didn't show us the guns.
Oh yeah, the guns. Guns are the most different one out of all of them because there's actually not multiple guns. There's only one type of gun, but you can get parts for different variants. Like there's Inferno for like fire, there's Blizzard for ice, there's Storm for electric, and then there's Sylvan for Terra. I think you have, I don't know how many, there's a light element one that I heard that's actually really good. I don't have it yet, and I don't know how you get it. Bookish told me, but I have to wait a while. I can't do anything with it right now because I need Shining Arcstones, and like I said, you have to fight high-level behemoths to get those. There's all kinds of different weapons. There's a woman down here that showcases them. The guns, I can't pull my weapons out right now. I have them on my back. They're strapped to the side and everything. I think her.
Hey there.
Weapon overview. So here's the sword. And that's the attacks that you can have with it. And then here's the chain blades. Normally these things are weak. You have to buy upgrades for them. And you can whip them like a chain whip. And you can pull yourself to enemies. And you can jump in the air real high and then smash down. I really like using those. And then the hammer does a lot of damage, but it's very slow. Like, I'll show you some of the attacks right here. It's showcasing. If you do X 3 times like that and then press Y, you do that. And you can reload it to shoot as well, like that. And then there's the axe. I never use the axe, honestly. I know the axe can be pretty good. The only weapons, like I said, I use are just the hammer, the chain blades, and then the guns. Yeah, the war pike I've heard is actually not very good at all. I heard it's garbage. But I'm sure if you upgrade it enough, it can be better. Because that's the same way with every weapon. I don't know what it does. Alright, that's that. And then here's the repeaters. These ones are easy because you don't have to get up close. You actually, if you want to use these to fight, you have to press right bumper to reload instead of X. Because what X does, it shoots a big blast. And then you can press the Y button to throw a mine. And then finally, the strikers. Strikers are gauntlets. It's a melee weapon. They're actually very, very good. They do a lot of, they're one of the strongest weapons, and they're really fast punching. But you have to know how to do combos very well. If you do enough combos, you can do that. And then you can also jump in there and shoot a big beam at the enemy, like Moira. Bookish really likes those.
Watch your back.
But yeah, like I already said what my main weapon was. Anyway, there's also, hold on, let me see what time it is in the video. 13 minutes. Alright, I will probably do at least one hunt. I'll probably do an easy one so that way it doesn't last too long. There's patrols, and there's pursuits, and then trials. I can't do trials yet. I have a new behemoth. This is the Rift Stalker. You can see what he looks like on the right. That's what the armor is based off of. He's a threat level 9. The higher the threat level, that means how strong they are and how much damage they do. It shows your bottom at the weapon power and armor power you are required to have to at least survive. I can survive that, but I barely could survive the first time I fought it. I already fought this guy, Valamir, like too many times, so I'm going to fight something easy. I'll probably do Strike, the Giant Owl, or Moonreaver Strike, but he's a little too much. So I'll go to one of the easiest ones for now, and I'll do Lesser Embermane. He's a level 1 threat level, so it shouldn't last too long. One of the best weapons I like using is the hammer against him, because if you're lucky and if you time it right, you can stun him like while he's charging at you like a bull. Like you can smack his head and he goes flying, and he just flips.
What are the directional pad buttons down there?
Oh, those, you tap up for your health, right for potions, and then I can't remember what left or bottom does. I hardly ever use the potions. The only thing I use on the D-pad is the health potions. You only get 5 per hunt, so if you run out in the middle of a hunt, you're just out for the rest of the hunt. And you can, when you die, you can only get up to at least 2 to 3 self-revives, but if you do a high level threat, like a level 17, which is the highest, There's only 2 in the game that are level 17. It's Rezakiti and Shroud. And Shroud is a dark, and Rezakiti is a light, or Radiance is what he's called in this game, and dark is called Emerald. Shroud is like a giant crow. And then Rezakiti is like a giant insect, like wasp thing with a scorpion tail. Most of the time he's stationary. Rezakiti is, in my opinion, the hardest one in the game. However, Bookish was able to beat him pretty easily on his own, but yet when he plays with me to try to help me, it's like 10 times harder. The loading symbol is the Hellion. So these are the people I recommend. I actually don't even have to really fight this guy with a group of people, because I already know he's going to get killed pretty quickly. You press right trigger to ready. You have to wait for everybody to get ready. If nobody gets readied up, there is a timer for at least 1 minute and 20 seconds. Also, you can look at your loadout. You have to get your armor and power. There's also these little lanterns that you can get right here, which I only have the Skarn one. There is a default one. It's just Recruit's lantern, but it's not very good. I don't know how you get any more. I'm only stuck with Skarn and the Recruit. And like I said, here's the gun. I have the Storm ones that shoot electricity, which I think are pretty good in my opinion. Originally, they weren't very good, but they're 348 in power. By the way, when you start off the hunt, you're in a huge free roam region, and you all start in a group together, and you have to drop down from a ship, and you have to go find it. You have to find the behemoth. It can take a minute to find, because you don't know where they are. That's why it's called a hunt. You can also throw different types of flares. I only have the default one. And there he is. He's right there. Nope. Nope. This guy's pretty easy because he gets tired really quickly. I'll probably do more videos in the future on stronger behemoths. I just wanted to start off with something small for now, so I did this one. Oh, someone has a dark weapon. Dang it, I got hit. He didn't do much to me.
How do you change weapons?
You can't mid-fight. You're stuck with the one you picked for the hunt.
Ah.
With repeaters, if they turn yellow like that, they get supercharged, which you do double the damage a little bit, and you shoot a little bit quicker, and your X button, if they get stunned like that with the stars around their head, that means you can stun them, and they're about to be, and they get thrown down like that. You never know what their health is, either. How you can tell how much health they have is the scars on their body.
Huh.
I looked up on the internet, and you never know exactly how much health they have. How you know when you kill them is when they drop all these little orbs everywhere, and they just lay down on the ground, and the game lags for a second. You can also hold down left bumper, which is what's creating those rock particles around me. See, like, someone died there? Sorry, I kind of missed. He was moving really quickly. Luckily for this guy, he's pretty easy. He doesn't do a lot of damage.
Looks really cool.
I know. There's a bigger one. There's all kinds of different ones of shapes and sizes.
Reminds me of the movie Avatar, that tiger thing that takes you.
Yeah, he makes like wolf sound, like he's like dog noises. He's like, oh, but he runs at you like a bull. And now he's dead. Each of these little balls that you pick up right down on the ground, they actually give you different materials. Lesser Embermane. Lesser means like a weaker version, and then when it just says Embermane, that means a regular. S++, you get your own rank. S++ is the highest you can get. And then you get loot, you get coins, different materials, and it shows you what you get. and then you can press X to move on. That's pretty much all the game is. It's just you slay giant behemoths and get materials to make better armor and weapons. And there's also patrols.
I think on the next video he should showcase us the next weakest and so on and so forth.
Like get stronger and stronger ones.
Yep, stronger and stronger hunts.
I just wanted to start. The main reason I did the weakest one is because it didn't have a lot of time looking at the video.
Well, we wanted people to understand what they were getting ready to watch.
Yeah, and it's 20 minutes now, 25 seconds.
I feel like I could get on the game now and get off to a start.
Because you always start off, the one you always start off with is Nasher, which is I can show you what he looks like real quick. No, I'm not going to fight him. This is the easiest one. The default one is the Nasher. He's a beaver looking one. He's really good at close attacks, so I'd recommend doing like distant range ones. These are the showcase. That's Hellion. That's the one with the weapons that look like all flame-like. That's what they come from, Hellion. Which Hellion, the body shape, looks exactly like Pangar, that one. Except for Pangar, he rolls around like a giant roly-poly. And then a Hellion doesn't. He just digs underground and then jumps out. So anyway, it's 20 minutes in the video right now. I think this is a good stop.
Alright, y'all, hope you like my commentary.
Yeah, this has been Dauntless. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. It's a game that my friend Bookish got me into playing recently, about a week ago. However, I haven't been playing a lot of it lately because I have many other things to have been doing. So anyway, I hope you all subscribe, leave a comment, and like, and then...
Oh yeah, and happy belated Thanksgiving for all y'all that we didn't get to say Thanksgiving to, because on my channel I was sick. And,
he lost his voice.
MoTc, was off with his mama for Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
so, so we didn't get to do anything for Thanksgiving on either one of the channels. We're going to try to make sure to remedy that in the future. And
I might do something for Christmas on my channel about the new Christmas event for Overwatch, which there's guaranteed a cool looking Sigma skin I'm going to definitely buy when it comes out, because I definitely have more than enough coins to get it. I have like 7,000 and it costs 3,000. Unless if it is one of those ones where you have to win 9 games, which is just stupid. Yeah, I hope they don't do that, because that's too easy. Because I feel like a lot of people would get it too easily, so I'd rather than you have to buy it. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video, and my dad will too. So, bye.